Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Now, something completely different. Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
So, I'm watching ESPN here. NBA Today is on. Yes, this is the only podcast you will hear post-election day that doesn't begin with election talk. Especially if you're a radio show in California. Man, I listened to a few of the morning shows I like out in LA and San Francisco today. The world's ended over there. Even though it's been ending because you live in California. You have San Francisco, so the world's been ending before. But I'm watching ESPN, and they said, are the 2024-2025 Boston Celtics equivalent to the 2015-2016 Warriors? And this is everything that is wrong with sports journalism. I cannot stand, but everything needs to be a comparison. Why can't the 2024 and 2025 Boston Celtics be the 2024 and 2025 Boston Celtics? Everything has to be a comparison. It gets very old. It gets very irritating. And it's also a first world problem. Okay. Let's discuss the elephant in the room. I have a lot of friends who are liberal. I have a lot of friends who are conservative. And if you are a diehard on either side, you probably don't want to hear about this elephant. I just feel like playing the sound effect of an elephant. I am a man who does not vote. I am a man who despises politicians with all my heart. And I really don't ever complain about the country. I make fun of the country, but I don't ever complain about its problems because I don't really contribute to America because I don't vote. And the other thing is when you vote in Florida, your address gets out there. And I don't want people knowing where I live. The address that's out there, I've done a deep search, is the one that I, when I registered to vote in 2020, but forgot to vote. It's the type of American I am, and I didn't vote in 2016, but I voted for Obama in 2012. In 2020, when I signed up to vote, my address is out there. So the address from the November 2020 election is the one that I have online. So I want to have something off the grid. I mean, everything about me is online. So can I have a little bit of privacy? So yeah, I'm not somebody who votes. So if you're somebody who is pro-Kamala, and I love saying her name like that, or if you are somebody who's pro-Trump, if you're one-sided and you're either celebrating today or this is a funeral for you today, this probably is not the podcast for you. Usually I don't get political, and right now I waited 4 extra hours to record this show because I was like, do I want to record one today, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Every other show in radio did it, had a morning show, so I should too. But yes, I'm giving you a warning. A trigger warning. If you are very one-sided, these trigger warning sound effects suck. If you are very one-sided on an affair, I don't know why those are trigger sound effects. That's not what I was looking for. This probably is not the show for you. But if you want the most honest, in the middle, moderate take you'll ever hear, then this is the show for you. It's just very weird. I called my mom this morning because I was getting ready to take a shower, and I knew Trump won. I don't know why I called, because I knew I was going to get a grumpy old boomer. And I'm not saying that as an insult, because I usually insult boomers on the show, but I knew what I was getting, but I was curious. It's kind of like, driving by a car crash, and you're when you're 3 miles behind, and you're oh my God, traffic is taking so long. Once I get past the car crash, I'm never going to look at the car crash. And then when it's your turn to go by the car crash, because I have a lot of experiences driving by car crashes in Florida, you just keep looking. That's kind of how I felt about my mom this morning. And I think she was very somber because she used to be a Republican but turned liberal, because my uncle was very liberal. And it's very feels like I'm at a funeral. I personally don't care, because there's some things about Trump I like, but I don't like his policies on gay rights. I don't like his policies on abortion. I don't like some of the things he does, but I like the way that the world leaders are afraid of him. And I'm a fan of that. And if I would have signed up to vote, I probably would have voted for Kamala. And I know what I'm about to say is going to piss off my audience, but I'm going to say it anyway. It was the principle of the manner that she didn't earn that spot. If she would have gone through the primary and had to, do the speeches and the debates with the other candidates, that's fine. But the fact that they just had the incumbent Joe Biden come in and make the man with your elder abuse think that he had a fighting chance, and he embarrasses himself in front of all of America and all of the world in that debate in June. And then you throw in Kamala, who nobody really knows anything about and was in a disgrace as a vice president when it came to the border. But we don't talk about that. I'm just telling you, it's hard to feel bad for the Democratic Party. And I'm kind of Democratic, but I'm telling you, it's hard to feel bad when you just shove this candidate down our throat, who's a career side chick, who is married to a dirtbag, who is a prosecutor, who has a 92% turnover rate in her employee. But no, we all of a sudden are supposed to act like she's some angel. Get out of here. She started as a side chick to Willie Brown. Nobody wants to talk about it. Oh, I've been called sexist online because I bring that up. No, you can't just let your past not dictate you. Your past shouldn't always dictate you, but when it comes to running for president, it's pretty important that you were sleeping with the mayor to get to the top. Just being honest. Watching Hollywood cry makes me so happy. I saw Bette Midler call everybody an idiot and then deleted her Twitter. I'm I didn't even know you were still alive. I didn't even know you were around. Her, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, all these 80-year-olds that miss acting so they pretend they care. You're worth hundreds of millions. Trump's policies or Kamala's policies don't really apply to you. You might pay a little more taxes here or there, but you can't relate to us. Stop it. The days of the celebrity endorsement is gone. Because you had, for Kamala Harris, you had Taylor Swift. You had a bunch of other people. You had her going on Howard Stern. That did nothing. You had Joe Biden go on Howard Stern. That did nothing. And that's no offense to Howard, but it didn't really do anything. And then here's the thing that really killed Kamala. This is what I believe was the sinker, was not going on Joe Rogan's podcast. Because Kamala did a good interview on the Howard Stern show, because Howard Stern's the best interviewer ever. But he's just not as popular as he was 20 years ago. But here's the thing. Kamala went on Howard Stern. She went on all the late night shows. I believe she went on Daily Show. She went on everything. Breakfast Club. Everything that was liberal. Everything that was going to give her a softball question. But she knew that 3 hours of talking in a row, because she can barely talk for a minute in a row without just repeating herself, Russia is a country. The thing is, you couldn't have her at Joe Rogan's show because she would have embarrassed herself. She would have been thrown out the door. And I think he would have given her a fair interview, but the fact that she failed at the border, the fact that she's never really been successful anywhere she's gone, but she just keeps sleeping to the top. I'm going to say it. Sorry. That didn't help. I think if she would have gone to Rogan's show and she would have had an honest discussion, I think she would have done a lot better. But you can't just pretend to be somebody and have America think that you're good. You can say what you want about Donald Trump. But we know who Donald Trump is. Now, some people might paint different pictures of what they want him to be. But for the most part, people know who Trump is. I see him as someone that has a very sketchy relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, a very sketchy relationship with Harvey Weinstein, a very sketchy relationship with Diddy, especially when he was on not The View, he was on The Apprentice 12 years ago complimenting Diddy. So a lot of things about Trump's past that the Republicans just completely overlook. The whole thing where whenever he's around his daughter, he acts very weird. He's a weird dude, but you know who he is. You look at him and you go, in my opinion, that's a creep. That's not somebody I would want to, if I had a daughter, I would not want them in a room alone with that guy. I don't trust him, but we know who he is. And everybody has different ways that they view him, but everyone knows who he is. But when you look at Kamala, it's like, who are you? You're this person who claims to be middle class, but pretty much grew up rich. And every time you had a chance to say the word middle class, I heard Adam Carolla do this, so I'm not trying to take credit for this, but somebody would be like, who do you think you have, or who do you have winning the Super Bowl? And Kamala would be like, I grew up middle class, so I think the 49ers are going to win. It was just fake. It was so fake, which is why she was perfect for Hollywood. It's because she was fake and they're fake. It was all fake. But the middle class in America that's trying to get by doesn't care that Taylor Swift endorsed her. It doesn't matter. You don't relate to us. You're not us, okay? And that is as political as we're going to get today. I'm glad it's over with.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. 70 downloads. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. When I tell you they come in the form of a lollipop or a honey stick or a jar of honey, however the hell you want to get high, go to dzbzhoney.com and at checkout use keyword 70 downloads. I'm just kidding. It's HOPPE. All right, we're going to come back on Happy Hour. 70 downloads and keep the party going right after this.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Usually I don't interrupt the continuation of my production on my show, but this next liner is very important for everybody out there, men that don't want to have kids, that live in Florida, that have to deal with the BS of Amendment 4. Listen to this.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
And it wasn't even that big of a deal. Guys, do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is into Happy Hour. Time to laugh with Ryan Power. Wacky, fun, and silly jokes. Happy Hour loves its folks. Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah. 856
Yeah, he's the top
49 Hoppe.
Grab your drinks.
856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Fun begin.
You can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
With Ryan Hoppe.
Wow! Happy Hot Topic!
So, Steve, there were a bunch of surprises overnight. One of them is the youth vote traditionally goes to the Democrats. Not so much in this one.
Whoa, it's almost like Donald Trump going on all the Gen Z podcasts. Like that almost helped.
Yeah, big movement here. Let's call up the exit polls from last night. Take a look. Okay. Voters under 30. And we got here a comparison to what happened last night and what happened 4 years ago. So last night, now, Democrats still won. We say Democratic candidate because it was Harris last night, Biden in 2020. So Harris wins the youth vote by 13 points. But 4 years ago, Joe Biden won it by 24 points. So basically got cut in half. And
so then there's that. And then this is one of the moments that I think helped Trump win.
This morning, President Trump's campaign celebrating a major strategic victory.
This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country.
And what about abortion?
The former president's outreach to male voters seemingly paying off. In 2020 and 2016, about 4 in 10 men under 30 supported him. Yesterday, nearly half cast a ballot for Trump.
A lot of Gen Z, I know, were really rooting for him.
Among men who turned out for the first time, 62% supporting Trump, while 36% supported Harris.
I think the other problem was Harris goes on a Howard Stern show. She goes on all these shows that boomers listen to. But, like, besides Call Her Daddy, where she talked about periods, you didn't really relate to us.
The Trump campaign has taken an unconventional approach, including appearances with unconventional media figures popular with male voters. Trump even saying he consulted his son Barron for advice.
A little bit. I mean, he tells me about all the hot guys, people I never heard about.
And a key late campaign appearance on top podcaster Joe Rogan's show.
Don't you mean top podcaster Happy Hour?
Campaign appearance on top podcaster Joe Rogan's show.
I'm doing really well in the polls. But I think that's so. This week I happen to believe in a verse.
His voice sounds really good there.
Believe if they're good. No, I like them this month.
Rogan later endorsing Trump. Democrats pushing for support from women who went for Harris by 54% according to exit polls, but still not enough to carry her to the finish line.
Yeah, she just was not riveting at all. And if you thought she was riveting, you're lying to yourself. You only liked her because she wasn't Trump.
The Trump campaign also bringing on prominent supporters who...
Tucker Carlson, man, that guy is a vomit. Like Tucker Carlson, I had to listen to him when I worked at this conservative radio job, and it paid well, but it was just very negative. And every time I had to listen to that guy, I felt like vomiting. Just, hey, I Tucker Carlson. Him and Ben Shapiro sound the same. Then my old high school buddy, Charlie Kirk, who's the fakest dude ever playing a character. That was not him in high school. And some people go, well, you changed from high school. But trust me, he ain't it.
Leaned into that gender divide.
When Dad gets home, you know what he says?
What?
You've been a bad girl.
I just don't get it. Like, I had to listen to this all the time when I worked at Salem Media. They are obsessed with trans. It's like almost like they want to be trans, but they don't want to go against God. You know, it's so stupid. In this short lifetime, if somebody wants to be another gender, who the fuck cares? I so don't care because I'm not a hateful bigot.
You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking.
Can you imagine dating Tucker Carlson? I mean, it'd be boring in bed. I'm not giving you head. God's against that.
Part of Trump's outreach, one of his biggest boosters, billionaire Elon Musk.
Oh, that loser. If Elon Musk didn't have money, he'd be like any other autistic dude you see at a kava bar.
He's a character. He's a special guy. He's a
very special.
Super genius. We have to protect our geniuses.
Who contributed?
He's pretty much saying, I don't need you jumping on the stage like an autistic boy having a flare-up.
The special guy is a super genius.
That does not sound good when you say special.
We have to protect our geniuses.
Who contributed tens of millions of dollars in an effort to get Trump back in the White House.
I wonder if he contributed any money to his kids.
Musk focusing on a get out the vote push, appearing by Trump's side on the campaign trail.
This is no ordinary election.
No, is it, mister? I'm from South Africa and I was born into my daddy's money. Your opinion's not that interesting. I don't understand the appeal.
The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech.
And A controversial plan offering $1 million checks to registered voters who were willing to sign a petition supporting the First and Second Amendments.
So there's that. Elon Musk just seems like the dude that every night he goes to bed, he's like, why don't people like me? Like he's very confused, and it's like, because you're weird.
Celebrities are weighing in on a new political chapter in America. Donald Trump is officially the projected winner of the 2024 presidential election.
You hear how defeated this announcer sounds?
Over his opponent, Kamala Harris, according to NBC News. He will become the 47th president of the United States after serving as the 45th president from 2017 to 2021. And since the necessary 270 electoral votes to win began to roll in overnight, many celebrities have been taking to social media to share their reaction to Trump's win and Harris's defeat. With Elon Musk writing on X, formerly Twitter, the people of America gave Donald Trump a crystal clear mandate for change tonight. Meanwhile, Cardi B shares a simple video of herself to her Instagram story with the caption, "I hate y'all bad." Sophia Bush writes on X, "Great job giving the MAGA gang more power, America. Wonder how many folks are seeing this and still saying, but, at least he's not a black woman."
That's the thing, is all the Hollywood people were making it all like racist and sexist. It's just like, no, maybe he just won. You ever think about that?
In the privacy of their homes tonight, my heart is broken. Mark Cuban also writes on the platform, "Congrats, Donald Trump. You won fair and square. Congrats to Elon Musk as well. Godspeed."
Very passive aggressive.
Christina Applegate says, "Why? Give me your reasons why. My child is sobbing because her rights as a woman may be taken away. Why? And if you disagree, please unfollow me."
Oh my goodness, does that reek of a tweet while drinking wine? Her grammar is not so good.
Andy Cohen simply writes, "So the election isn't rigged."
Alrighty.
Rob Schneider writes, "There will be no late night ballot drop this year. The American people have spoken. This is a landslide victory and a mandate for our 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump."
I guess one deadbeat dad would know about another deadbeat dad.
Lily Reinhardt says, "I cannot fathom the feeling of the women who came forward about their sexual assault at the hands of Trump, seeing millions of people vote for their abuser. My heart absolutely breaks for these women."
All right. Yeah, some of that stuff in Trump's past is kind of the unspoken thing, but there's really, in a way, nothing you can do.
2024 election was a history-making night for the U.S. Congress, with many candidates cementing significant firsts with their victories. Angela Also Brooks won her race in Maryland, becoming the first black woman to represent the state in the Senate.
That's good.
She celebrated her victory on X, formerly Twitter, writing, "From the bottom of my heart, I thank each and every Marylander. To serve this state, my home, is the honor of a lifetime." Lisa Blunt Rochester also became Delaware's first black woman senator. And when both of them assume their positions next year, it will mark the first time that there will be two black women in the U.S. Senate at the same time. In addition to electing Rochester, Delaware had another historic first with Sarah McBride, who won the state's only seat in the House of Representatives.
And everybody's going to be ripping into her because she's trans. I can't wait for 4 years of hearing Tucker Carlson bully her.
And became the first openly transgender person elected to Congress. She wrote in part on social media, "Thank you, Delaware. Because of your votes and your values, I am proud to be your next member of Congress."
Well, I think we know how she'll be voting for trans rights.
In New Jersey, Andy Kim won his...
All right. I bet saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. So here's the deal. We're going to take a quick break on Happy Hour right after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Guns! Roll, nigga. What? Empire. Empire. I get you.
She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh,
breathe. Is the air too thin up here? The watch too bright up here? The sun glistening off the bezel, leaving them little shadows of ice on your face like freckles. Cuter than a button on one of my best suits, and that pound is shined up like church shoes. I gotta make my next move my best move, even if that move don't involve you. Cause there's a lot of that would love be in your position, whether it was right for your mission. My mission is to make sure I stay in your system like heroin, so therefore it's me that you're hooked on. But sick of, don't be nodding off and getting comfy. I'll cancel your monthly. Dope boy, who want me? Let me get you high, you love this.
she looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh.
I'm an uptown boy, that girl from Brooklyn. Best eye chick, she know news in them. Cool with him, so she got the news from him. That what's happening, baby, what's happening? In the dice game, who got bank? Who's asking? 3 6s, look around, who's laughing? Point a chick out, they know who's smashing. I take fractions and spend on fashion. I'm all that, I don't call back. I'm more at a 4 that I'm buying all that. 645, the coupe is all black. Tell the bartender to send more of that. Window shop, who's pop? It's simple. I window shop, I buy the window, including the bimbo. This is simple.
So what's your name?
H.O.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming.
You know, young and I slide through. New coupe, sky blue, big wheels, interior color, diamond. And I'm used to life in the fast lane. Ask about me, I do the damn thing. You know, money's not an option. Really, my neck's retarded, my wrist so silly. And mommy got a face like Christina Millie. Body like Miss Kim Kardashian. I'm flashy at cars, I move like a boss. Empire the gang, man, I'm that ball. Mr. Montana, drop head phantom. Might jump out the 6 deuce long for the cameras. I balled in the Hamptons, crib out in LA, G for the New York, then the MIA. Shalom, mama, what's hood? And with the G, you good, you know.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best pre and post workout in the game. That being Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com. And at checkout, use keyword Ryan20. This is also being brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area, RichKBarber.com. Over at Rich Keeley Masters Barbershop at 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. When you go there and you tell him I sent you, he will hook you up with a great deal. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com, 2700 22nd Street North, and that is in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, whatever the hell you need, go to AmirAcademy.com and tell them I sent you.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them, work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Justin Schlegel from the Justin Scott and Spiegel Morning Show on 98 Rock in Baltimore, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Syndicated across the world and heard exclusively on every podcasting platform by searching Hoppe Radio. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Got it.
Step into the Hoppe Hour, clock strikes 9. Sex talk, celeb gossip about the stars align. Ryan Hoppe host, speakers pumping divine. 2000 throwbacks, rewind and redefine. Tune in live, get your mind.
856 49 Hoppe. It's 856 494 6773.
So no script.
You tweeted me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me.
Turn it up.
RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. So I'm recording this from the chill room of Pinellas Park. And Frank the Cabo OG, the general manager, asked if we could take a break. So this is the second part of it, to watch the Kamala Harris speech, her loser speech.
On fire, bringing late.
Who does this imbecile think she is? Shows up 20 minutes late, like all women do on dates. But seriously, she shows up like 25 minutes late. It's like going to a hip hop concert. And she just begins by saying, "Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon." It's like, well, it's not a good afternoon for you.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Let's get a little serious. Right here on Hoppe Hour.
A major talking point during the presidential race and an issue that was voted on in 10 states, abortion rights. NBC's Laura Jarrett has been watching that.
I can't believe we're even talking about this. It's not your body. You have no proof that God is real. You have faith. But we do have proof that it is their body and they should be able to do what they want with it.
Throughout the night for us. Break down the results. What'd you see?
Guys, it's a little bit of a mixed bag here when it comes to these ballot initiatives. I want to start in Florida because the story there is really interesting. You have
it is
a majority of voters who want to vote in favor of abortion rights, okay? The issue there is that they needed more than a majority. They needed a 60% super majority, if you will.
That's stupid.
And they came just short of that. And so what that means is that a current ban, which is up to 6 weeks of pregnancy, will stay on the books in Florida.
Gentlemen out there, I need you to listen to me, all my Tampa Bay audience, Orlando, Miami, anyone that listens from Florida. If you don't want kids, and you're 100% sure you don't want kids, get a vasectomy. Don't let the woman have the power when it comes to having the kid, and don't let the government have the power about what she can do with her body. It's really not that big of a deal. You can't orgasm for a week, but whatever. They numb you up. You can take an edible before as well. Literally, when I got my vasectomy, I was talking about my favorite Madden video games while they were playing with my balls. Trust me, it's kind of fun.
Even despite the majority of people wanting to see it overturned. Also, South Dakota, the abortion rights amendment there also failing. Nebraska, a really interesting story there. There were competing amendments, both pro-abortion rights and anti-abortion rights.
Yeah.
In that instance, anti-abortion rights actually was the one that prevailed, which means you'll be able to get it up to around 12 weeks of pregnancy.
All right. So our country's going backwards. Isn't that such a good thing? And then we have this racist moron. It's the, what's her name? Sunny Hostin from The View, which her name should be Sunny Hostel, because everything she says is blah, blah, blah.
We know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry.
Oh, man, Trump broke The View.
Not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
And then she goes on to say that it was uneducated white women. Can you imagine if someone said the opposite and said uneducated black women? Speaking of uneducated.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is setting the record straight. Gypsy, who is pregnant with her first baby, takes to Instagram to share the results of her prenatal paternity tests. Confirming that her boyfriend Ken Urker is in fact the father of her baby and not her ex, Ryan Anderson.
Yeah. That had to be weird for Ryan. He's like, what if it's my kid?
Writing in a November 5th Instagram post, there's been a lot of chatter around the paternity of our baby. And while we've known for sure from the beginning, I feel that it's finally time to put all these theories to rest. Before continuing, here are the results showing Ken is the father.
I cheated!
Ken is going to be an incredible dad, and
no, he's not.
We are so excited to welcome our baby girl into the world.
A baby that comes from infidelity out of wedlock, dad's gonna end so well.
The paternity test comes after commenters questioned whether Ken was really the father, as the timing between Gypsy's divorce filing to ex-husband Ryan Anderson and her pregnancy announcement with boyfriend Ken Urker were relatively close. She told Good Morning America back in July,
"This is absolutely 100% Ken's baby." There was never any question of
but there was.
Paternity.
And
you're a liar. Oh, someone that got their mom killed would be a liar? No!
Gypsy is certain Ken will continue to be by her side as
for now.
They navigate parenthood, just as he's been there for her as she's gone through the complicated process of grieving her mom, Claudine.
He was also there for you when you were cheating on Ken. There's so many words I want to call her, but I can't because of cancel culture.
D.D. Blanchard, as Gypsy prepares to become a mom herself with a baby due in January 2025, she can't help but think about the relationship her mother could have had with her grandchild.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have had your mom killed. Kind of a bad decision.
Had things
lost your 20s.
It's been different. She shared on an October episode of the Vile Files podcast, "For me, it is heartbreaking because I do from time to time think about what could have been, and it makes me sad."
That sucks. This is also sad.
Amanda Bynes is sharing an update on her health journey.
She looks skinny.
On November 5th, the child star posted her Instagram stories, a screenshot of her fitness tracking app that shows she's walked 14,895 steps in 6.6 miles, completing her set move goal. She writes over the pic, "Down 6 pounds, 154 pounds now." In March, the actress actually got candid about her weight.
It's really sad to see how pretty she was before, and it's not that she's not pretty now, but you can tell she's damaged.
Sharing that her current mental state was taking a toll on her body. As she wrote on her Instagram story at the time, "I've gained over 20 pounds in the past few months from being depressed." However, the former Nickelodeon star then went on to assure fans that she's now in a better place.
That's good.
Saying, "I'm doing a lot better now and have learned to do opposite action when I don't feel like working out or eating clean."
Man, I have been so lazy lately. I need to hit the gym.
Lastly, the 38-year-old shared her
She's 38, she looks 56.
Specific goals in regards to her physical fitness. Writing, "I weigh 162 pounds right now and want to get back to 110 pounds.
I don't know why girls feel like they have to be skinny all the time. There's something nice about thick women.
But her weight loss journey isn't the only important change in her life. Back in December, the What I Like About You actress explained that she was shutting down the podcast she started alongside co-host Paul Semensky.
It was bad.
Called Amanda Bynes and Paul Semensky, the podcast. Just 1 week.
What a catchy name.
After its debut episode aired.
So even though the podcast is doing really well and the response has been great,
She talks like a robot.
I am going to take a pause on it for now. We are not able to get the type of guests that I'd like on the show.
Yeah, we're not getting any of the big names.
Like, say, Jack Harlow or Drake or Post Malone. So maybe one day, if we're able to get those types of guests on the show, we will resume the podcast. But for now, I'm taking a pause on it. Thank you, everyone who watched. I really hope you enjoyed it.
All 4 of them. Mm-hmm. And then there is this.
Ashanti and Nelly are sharing a sweet update at life with their little one. 3 months after welcoming their first baby together, a son named Kareen Kincaid, or KK, Haynes, the pair are now offering more insight at this new chapter for their family.
They are going to be old parents.
As Ashanti tells Entertainment Tonight in an interview published November 4th, he's such an incredibly happy baby. He recently just found his toes, his feet, so
I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. Mm-hmm. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. We'll be right back on Hoppe Hour. After this, do not touch their radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you're listening to Hoppe Hour. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
You motherfuckers think we scared, man? We ain't scared of you motherfucking faggots. I'm in the hood every day. See me when you see me, you motherfucking cocksuckers.
Niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come and get me. I'm ready. I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
I'm ready, I don't care. You want drama, I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere.
Niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come and get me. I'm ready. I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
I told you before that I'm quick on the draw. Everybody G'd up until they with Mr. Chico. Don't be the reason that your homies bout liquor to pole. Yellow tape around the block, throwing this chalk in the flow. I don't play, I got a felony to give. I wanna give. BBT couldn't even show you how I live. Running your house and snatching the babies out the crib. It's either you or your kids. Told me something gotta give. Y'all sweeter than candy. Block gang is my family. Only real gangsters understand me, but niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come get me.
Cause I'm ready. I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
I'm ready, I don't care. You want drama, I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere.
Niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come and get me. Cause I'm ready. I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
When you see me, I'm with a bunch of gorillas and killers. Dope dealers, capillas, all you my niggas, the realest. And friend or foe, your niggas ain't got a choice but to feel us. We get you knocked off and wait for your mama to bill us. Don't play around, this young and spray around. Put your punk ass in the ground, somewhere cowards can't be found. When you see me with that pound, I'm coming to lay you down. Let you violate me, motherfucker, how that sound, how that sound. I done already told you, this young and a soldier. You fuck with news, your life will be over. Cause niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come get me. Cause I'm ready.
I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
I'm ready, I don't care. You want drama, I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere.
Niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come and get me. Cause I'm ready. I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
What's all of the talking? If we could get the sparking. For $5,000 you be another dead nigga walking. I give my soldiers the word, you know they gone off them. You know we got them semi-automatics on or something. Now I don't know what the fuck these niggas been drinking, or what the fuck they been thinking, like this shit don't stay. My young boys will catch a body to move up their range. I put some money on your head, cause your boy got banged, man. Y'all don't live what I live, y'all don't breathe what I breathe. I get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve. So niggas can't do nothing with me. If you want drama, then homie, come get me. Cause I'm ready.
I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man.
I'm ready, I don't care. You want drama, I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere.
Niggas can't do nothing with me.
Oh, really?
Homie, come and get me. Cause I'm ready. I put some money on your head, man. Cross the line, fuck around, be a dead man. Dead man.
Yeah, nobody wakes up in the morning and goes, oh my God, I want to be a dead man, but someday it'll happen.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh yeah, we are live from the chill room of Pinellas Park in St. Petersburg, Florida. Actually, it's Pinellas Park outside of St. Petersburg, Florida. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They are open every day, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. and then Sundays, 10 a.m. till noon, or till midnight, rather. They are at thechillroom.com. And when I tell you they are the best kava and kratom bar around, I'm a man of my words. 6709 49th Street North, and that's in Pinellas Park. If you ever want to hang out while I do my podcast, you can do that as well.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Hey, this is Roxanne Wilder, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Everyone else is afraid to say, Ryan Hoppe will say for you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yo, shout out to Hoppe running the show. Talking about celebs, all the news you know. Sex talk, wild, stay on the go. Playing throwbacks, 2000s flow. Got the radio blast, breaking the mold. Ryan Hoppe
856 49 Hoppe. 856 494 6773.
Got the scandals, we obsess.
Yeah.
Hear that beat, feel the cess. 2000 vibe, we the best.
Happy Hot Topic.
Rihanna Chicken Fry claims that her ex-boyfriend Zach Bryan blocked her and her friends following their breakup.
Whoa! It's almost like people don't want to see their exes and their friends that remind them of their ex after a breakup. I blocked everybody affiliated with my ex, and I wish them the best, but this really is not that interesting of news. Yet I'm talking about it.
Her BFFs podcast co-hosts Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards released a scathing diss track aimed at Zach Bryan titled
Alrighty, this is when it's pathetic. I've had this happen too. Other media members talk about my breakup. It's like, you know how much of a loser you are if you're talking about someone's breakup? You're the one with the skeletons in the closet then.
Smallest Man, which is a play on Taylor Swift's song, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
I said, trust me, got your pants on fire, Cinder Mariah, knew you was a liar.
It's terrible. Sounds like awful Andy Sandberg rapping from 15 years ago.
Hey, you just made a new rival. Pretty soon you gon' need a revival.
Elsewhere in the track, they slam Zach for being, quote, ugly in the face, a
Oh, yeah, but Dave Portnoy and Josh, they're real lookers.
cheating-ass boy who does not take accountability for anything, and great at being a country singer without the second syllable.
Oh, wow. Get it? The C word?
When one social
Real riveting.
media user called them out for not tagging Zach in the promos on social media, Brianna responded with, "We are all blocked." Zach doesn't follow Brianna, Dave, Josh, or their podcast on social media.
Whoa, it's almost like you don't want to see what your ex is doing. Whoa.
Brianna didn't participate in the track, but she did express her appreciation for her co-hosts being
Oh, they're a bunch of kiss asses that are trying to bang her.
her biggest offenders.
856-49 Hoppy. Tom Cruise says that movie critics are say-suckers. It's such a boomer thing to use that as an insult. Someone that likes to put penis in their mouth, that's an insult. I mean, with the fact that we have Trump in office now, it's going to be back to being an insult, especially with Elon having power and Twitter. Oof, going to be a rough 4 years. And I would have said the same if it was Kamala, because I can't stand Kamala. 856-49 Hoppy. This clip's loading. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I still can't believe Kamala showed up 20 minutes late to her concession speech, but hey. A woman being late, that never happens. I mean, that's not really a sexist joke, though, because I'm talking about her being late for her pregnancy. All right.
The critics weigh in, Rubicon number 3, and that's always up, down. We hate it. We like it. This is the worst thing. Oh, hey. Oh, hi, Tom.
Tom just sounds like such an asswipe.
I saw you in a movie. Oh, did you? Yeah. It was cute.
Yeah.
That's when you ask the wife, hey, honey, could you take the revolver out of the glove box?
Wow, Conan O'Brien's doing a kiss-ass interview with that laughter. It's not that funny.
And hide it somewhere because I think...
this is Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
What do you think is cute?
Wow, it's like a morning zoo with Conan O'Brien.
And so then,
It's like the Bob and Tom show.
this other thing is how it does at the BO, how it does at the box office with a bona fide. Then a ton of time goes by when none of that stuff matters anymore, and the movie just exists exactly as it is, outside of loser-winner status, thumbs up, thumbs down. And that's when this stuff comes around, where it's like that this thing that didn't work back then kind of does work now, or just the opposite. A thing
He sounds like he's always right in arguments.
that was huge back then is a museum piece and doesn't really speak to anything.
That Thing You Do.
Oh, yeah.
You were disappointed when it came out, and it has this whole other life now.
It is.
It is this cult classic. But that's an example of...
Let me tell you something about these who write about movies.
Whoa.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a podcast.
My father writes about movies. And his
Conan's pretty funny, I can't lie.
name is...
Somebody who wrote about it is that
Man, they really went off the rails with him saying "see, sucker."
this is just, Tom Hanks has to stop hanging around with veterans of TV because this is just like the shot on TV and it's not much of anything,
All righty, I have that saying, if I'm bored, you are bored. And he is a boring person. Ariana Grande says, thank you next to pop music. I love musical theater. She's taken the Nicole Scherzinger route, even though Nicole didn't have as big of a career as Ari, but I think she's more talented. Now she's doing like plays and musicals. Ariana Grande says she loves musical theater. And you know why that is? She made another breakup song after Thank You Next, and it just didn't take off because it's like people are starting to realize that she's a terrible person. And pretty much a pedophile defender when it comes to Nickelodeon. So she knows that she'll never be as big as she was in the mid to early 2010s. So now she's resorting to doing something that's definitely a career. It's like a comedian that can't sell out like arenas anymore. So then they do a residency, or even an artist doing a residency in Vegas. This is her residency.
You know, I'm watching Wicked and I had that feeling of like, well, she needs to act more.
That's
but
sweet.
then also at the same time, it's like,
that's sweet.
Like, you are probably the most like just important, gifted.
She's got that thing where she has to go on podcasts to always kiss her ass. She never goes on a contrarian podcast. It's everybody's like literally kissing her ass. Like she must just have kissing marks on her ass from all the kissing, all the hickeys.
Probably the most like just important, gifted, like relevant pop artist.
No.
But let me say it because I believe it. And then you're like, does Broadway fit into that? Like, is it something that would make sense for you? And is it in your heart to actually go to the stage and do that?
It is my heart.
Yeah. Your cold, cheating heart.
You know, it is like, I'm going to say something so scary. It's going to scare the absolute shit out of my fans and
what? That I'm a cheater?
Everyone. But I love them and they'll deal and we'll be here forever. I'm always...
Nah, we won't be here forever. It's already beginning to dwindle.
It's going to make music. I'm always going to go on stage. I'm always going to do pop stuff. I pinky promise. But I don't think doing it at the rate that I've been doing it for the past 10 years is where I see the next 10 years.
Oh, holy midlife crisis.
Good for you.
I think I love acting. I love musical theater. I think reconnecting with this part of myself who started in musical theater and who loves comedy, and it heals me to do that.
Helps me find people to cheat on my partners with.
Finding roles to use these parts of myself, you know, and put them in little homes and characters and bits.
Put them in a home where my husband doesn't know that I'm banging some other dude in another home.
And
it feeds
voices
you.
and songs. Like, it really does.
Yeah.
And
Whatever. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. So, Cardi B last night went a little crazy.
Yeah, state.
Let me turn this up here. Let me rewind.
This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes.
Thanks, bitch.
That's all I'm going to say.
You are a walking STD. Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid reported to keep covering Sixers after post-game incident. So it says here, the reporter Joel Embiid shoved after a game this weekend will continue to cover after his day job because TNT Sports has learned the Philadelphia Inquirer is not pulling him from his Sixers beat. Why would they? They literally got the most attention. Nobody has ever cared about the Philadelphia Inquirer outside of Philly. And I think even people in Philly don't read it anymore. This gave them a lot of attention. Marcus Hayes, a columnist at the outlet, drew backlash after criticizing Embiid for not suiting up in games, mentioning his late brother and son in a since-edited piece. If you're going to write something as outlandish as that, you might as well, you know, keep the article up. But that shows how little of a man you are, Marcus Hayes, that you rip into someone's kid, and then all of a sudden, you back off. The Calm app jumped 100 spots in the App Store after election night ad. Thing is, the Calm app has like monthly services, and you can easily go on YouTube and get the same thing. Tom Brady not dating, focusing on kids and work as ex Giselle expects baby. That's really got to be killing Tom Brady, because all guys know it drives somebody nuts to think about their ex having sex with somebody else. It just drives every man nuts, and it drives the woman nuts to think about it, even if they're over the guy. And what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the fact that, you know, Tom Brady is freaking out that she's hooking up with other people. It drives him nuts. But then again, Giselle's beginning to look old, so he's not really missing out.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah, rapping is my hobby. My house has a lobby.
The Empire.
Snobby because I feed them thousands. I know that didn't rhyme, but I'm only being honest. You can't pay me in cash, now I'm only seeing commas. I swear I got on sex, fifth boxes right now. I'm trying to milk the game as if the game was a cow. I had an Eddie Bow expedition 7 years ago. My grandma used to tell me that she swear I've been here before. I used to wear braids like Jason's lyric quote. Spent the bundle on the cross because I'm spiritual. And I can never pass a physical, I stay high as the voice of A-time. And make mine a straight with no chase. Hold the ice, I got enough on anyway. And when they see the boy, they hyperventilate. I got them running after me like I'm about to win the race. Cause I'm a beast, I'm a dog. Bitch, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, yeah, you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, yes, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, you know that. Look, never entertain the suckers with the hate and business. Nah, we never did that. I'm on the yacht playing table tennis. Expensive linen, women sinning, adultery, compulsively. I'm an arsonist on the beat, blaze fire. The door closed to the boot, I feel like a cage lion. Yeah, let me loose. Now let me get him, cause I ain't going back and forth like badminton. No, I will never drop the ball like badminton. And I ain't being conceited, I'm just admitting. I flow cocky, got hand rhythm. I got this bitch on lock like San Quentin. I'm tough daddy, what's poppin' gangster? I'm trying to keep my pockets fat like opera singers. So sharp if you touch me, I chop your fingers. I'm on top of the game like helicopter angles. I see you niggas, I hope you're having fun. I hope you have a gun. This shit is crazy, it's little baby. I'm here to take it, and it's looking vacant. Cause I'm a beast, I'm a dog. Bitch, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, yeah, you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, bitch, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, yeah, you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, bitch, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, you know that. Okay, now I'ma go off on them. At first I was going soft on them, but now it's time to go hard. Bustin' bangin' Bogart. Take a shit in your yard. Take a piss on your broad. Make a list of your bars and go and murder them all. Life is short, yeah, a midget told me that. And I've always thought I was fly like I had a pigeon on my back. But I got these scissors on my back. Vision on my back, so don't
The Empire.
run up on me, I got precision with that gat. I don't rat tat that tat. All I got to do is tap. Then I hit my target like a fucking dart mat. My address is Cloud9. Seeking you shall find. Weezy on the grind. I'm about my Frankenstein. You know me, yeah. From my Lincolns to my Franklin. See, I made that money stretch and connect like an anklet. Keep them bitches running in and out my house like a banquet. And I don't even speak their language. And if the bitch boyfriend get angry, then my niggas turn around and tell his whole clique, fuck that nigga, pussy ass nigga, fuck that nigga. Yeah, cause I'm a beast, I'm a dog, bitch I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, yeah you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, bitch I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, yeah, you know that I'm a beast. I'm a dog, bitch, I'm a beast. Oh, I'm a dog, you know that.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 download. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 around. DZBZHoney.com. Use keyword Hoppe.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Happy Hot Topic.
Prince William is sharing an update into Kate Middleton's health after completing chemotherapy treatment. Nearly 2 months after the Princess of Wales announced she had completed her chemotherapy treatment, about 6 months after sharing her cancer diagnosis, the Prince of Wales is opening up about his wife's well-being.
Yeah, let's see how she's doing.
Prince William tells Sky News while he was in South Africa to accept the Earthshot Prize on November 6th, quote, "She's doing really well. Hopefully she's watching tonight and cheering me on. She's been amazing this whole year, and I know she'll be really keen to see tonight be a success." Last month, Kate made her first public engagement since completing her chemotherapy alongside William to visit Southport in the United Kingdom.
Sounds good.
The outing centered around paying respects to the families of the individuals who were fatally stabbed during a Taylor Swift-themed dance and yoga class in the seaside town.
Remember that.
Back in September, Kate shared her own health update while announcing the completion of her chemotherapy treatment and expressing gratitude for her progress. Kate writes in a September 9th Instagram post, quote, "The cancer journey is complex, scary, and unpredictable for everyone, especially those closest to you."
Glad she's doing better. And then there's this.
Election day may have affected the Menendez brothers' chance at freedom. Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon
That scumbag.
has lost his re-election campaign November.
Good. He literally lost in a landslide. California was sick of all the criminals getting a slap on the wrist.
Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon has lost his re-election campaign November 5th to former U.S. Assistant Attorney General Nathan Hochman. This loss comes after Gascon shared his office's decision last month to recommend that Eric and Lyle Menendez be resentenced in the 1989 murders of their parents, Jose and Mary Louise Kitty Menendez. So will this change in office affect the brothers' fight for freedom? Although the new district attorney has not revealed his stance on the situation, Hochman previously slammed Gascon for his decision to hold a press conference just weeks after the Netflix series Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story brought renewed interest to the case.
That's what always happens. We had Making a Murderer 8-9 years ago. You have all these documentaries and people are like romanticizing and obsessing over murder. It's not healthy.
When Hochman was asked during a recent debate what he would do with the case moving forward, he replied, "I would get deep into the facts. You would certainly not have me hold a press conference to tell you I'm just thinking about it." However, Hochman stopped short of saying he would withdraw Gascon's recommendation that the brothers, who are currently serving life sentences without parole, be resentenced to 50 years in prison with the possibility for parole. The news drew nationwide attention since given both Eric and Lyle were under 26 at the time of the murders.
Okay, but you still killed people.
If a judge signs off on the recommendation, the two would be immediately eligible for parole.
All right, we'll see what happens.
You really can't know somebody in 4 weeks.
Golden Bachelor bride Teresa Nist confesses that distance wasn't the only factor in her split with Gary Turner.
I don't even know. Call me, 856-49-HOPPY. If there ever was like a show that had a couple that dated that they've been together forever and ever. It seems like all these relationships are always proven wrong.
The reality star, who split from the very first Golden Bachelor in April after 3 months of marriage, reveals why their romance just couldn't last. She opens up on the November 4th episode of the Almost Famous podcast with Bachelor Nation hosts Ashley Iaconetti and Ben Higgins.
It's not just the location thing.
Okay.
You really can't know somebody in 4 weeks. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. You get to know each other better. And it's not something I want to discuss at this point. But, and I'm going to tell you,
But it's what you're famous for.
grandson said it best. I was in my room with my daughter and my grandson Henry, and we were waiting for me to go out to get married. Yeah, he goes, I just thought of this. You had one date, and you're getting married.
The former reality star insists that she and Gary went into their wedding with honest intentions, but according to Teresa, their short timeline between engagement and nuptials was encouraged by the network.
I went into this really looking to fall in love, and I did. And we said, okay, they're offering this to us now. They weren't offering it later. It was now. And we said, if we really are going to get married, we should do it because we're going to get the wedding of our dreams, and we are older, and why waste any time? Do it
Holy end of life crisis.
now. So there was a time constraint on the offer. It wasn't like, okay, you could do it this month, or you could do it next year, or you could do it in 6 months. That wasn't the offer.
I will say she does not have an annoying voice. I kind of dig it.
And so we did it because with the faith and hope that we were eventually really going to get married.
Alrighty. And then there's this.
Jessica Simpson is marking a major milestone. The actress takes to her Instagram November 1st to celebrate 7 years of sobriety. Jessica posts a black and white photo of herself looking out an airplane window, writing, 7 years ago today, I walked myself into the light of being alcohol-free. The mom of 3 who shares 12-year-old daughter Maxwell, 11-year-old son Ace, and 5-year-old daughter Birdie with husband Eric Johnson, has been open with fans about her sobriety journey. In November 2021, Jessica wrote a lengthy post about the moment she decided to quit drinking. Sharing an image of herself from 2017, she captioned the pic, "This person in the early morning of November 1st, 2017 is an unrecognizable version of myself. I had so much self-discovery to unlock and explore. I knew in this very moment I would allow myself to take back my light, show victory over my internal battle of self-respect, and brave this world with piercing clarity."
Hell yeah, I'm glad she's doing better. And then there's this.
I know it's weighing on you, brother. That sucks. You shouldn't feel this much. The real situation is you had some clown come up to you and talk about your family, and you reacted in a way that was defending your family.
Travis Kelce coming to his...
Yeah, but if anybody else did that, they would be charged. He literally took the phone and he literally had property damage. But he's defending the family. He's making every football player look like a bunch of idiots.
Family.
Travis Kelce coming to his brother Jason's defense after the former Eagles star smashed a heckler's phone for insulting Travis with a homophobic slur.
I've always had that support from my family and friends. I do the same for them.
Hell yeah.
In every way of life that I can.
Trav showing that same support on their New Heights podcast after Jason's incident at the Penn State-Ohio State game over the weekend. In videos captured by fans online, a troll asks the former NFL star a question, which included calling his little bro a homophobic slur for dating Taylor Swift.
Which makes no sense.
All that got Jason heated, and in response, he grabbed the man's phone and spiked it to the floor.
Obviously, the scrutiny and the media view on it, and everybody passing around the videos that are being out there. I mean, that's going to make it a bigger situation than I think what it really is.
Jason.
I know it's a pretty big situation, bud.
And first addressed the moment on ESPN's Monday Night Countdown.
Listen, I'm not happy with anything that took place.
I'm not proud of it.
But the former athlete wanted to clear the air one last time to express remorse for his actions.
I'm not happy about the situation. Me reacting gave him the time of day, and it also gave this situation notoriety. That's what I regret. All right. It didn't deserve attention. It's really stupid. And if I just keep walking, it's a nothing burger. Nobody sees it. Now it's out there and it just perpetuates more hate. You find different ways to redirect that energy.
Yeah, you should probably work on that. And then there's this.
To a beef between...
It's Dr. Dre.
Two doctors. We got doctor on doctor violence. Allegedly, Dr. Dre responding to Dr. Charles Sophie, the renowned therapist who was Dre's marriage counselor for a time before he and Nicole finally divorced. You know that Dr. Charles Sophie filed a lawsuit against Dr. Dre.
It was a restraining order.
Got a restraining order, rather, and said that Dre had fired off these texts that were threatening in Dr. Sophie's eyes, and that he was wearing a
bulletproof vest.
So Dr. Dre is now responding to that lawsuit, and he says, yeah, I called you some colorful things.
Well, we got a couple of things to show you. We had to blur it out a little bit, but here's...
Yes, some of the things he said in those text messages. You're a piece of
blank
excrement. You blanked with the wrong one. Yeah.
And one more.
Right. Dre allegedly texted him, what a little bitch you are. So, all of those things, Dre says, yes, I use colorful language. It doesn't mean that I'm threatening you. Those are not credible threats
It's just me kidding around.
And now Giselle Bundchen and Joaquin Valente in She's Having My Baby.
Yeah, this is a pretty big deal.
And also maybe a club sandwich.
Giselle is back out and about.
Mommy to be.
She's grabbing a bite to eat with Joaquin.
Yes, Giselle and her jiu-jitsu instructor / baby daddy went out to lunch in Miami, and we haven't seen them together since the big pregnancy news. We have so many questions.
Can you see the baby bump?
Unclear.
Oh my God, I talk like I'm in LA.
When she was pregnant before, does she show very easily?
I'm looking at pictures from 2012. She showed about the same she's showing now.
Seems pretty normal.
I do have a question. Do women who are pregnant...
Oh, Lord. God. Here we go.
Jeez, let the man speak. Because he's the boss and we don't have a choice.
When a woman is pregnant and they work out, are they working out just to stay in shape, or are they working out to tone themselves, knowing that they're going to have a baby?
They continue their lives. So if you worked out before, you're probably going to work out pregnant.
No, that's not true. I think Siobhan...
It's weird seeing all these people from TMZ looking all old.
Right, though, if you stop working out for 9 months, it's hard to get back up again.
Yes, the woman who's had 3 babies is probably onto something, but thanks for mansplaining. As for this man, he's the man, right?
We don't give this jiu-jitsu guy enough credit. The goat hired him, swooped in, took his woman.
Tom Brady said, I want my kids to learn jiu-jitsu. He's like, yes, and then some, sir.
And that's exactly how it went. In the fan fiction hidden under this guy's pillow. Congrats on the baby!
Way more confidence now.
Drug kingpin Big Meech. So we got out of prison. We covered that after he was served, I think, 30-year sentence for drug trafficking.
So he is a guy who was a horrible criminal, a gangster, and they made a show about him called Black Mafia Family on Stars, which is a very gritty gangster show, and they have his son, Lil Meech, playing Big Meech.
Some other charges. First order of business, got veneers.
I've been planning this with Miss D for a while now. It's time to smile again.
He went to a dentist in Miami, 5-star Smiles. I guess he had a ton of underlying conditions while he was in prison with his teeth.
Yeah.
So he got them all fixed, got fitted for temporary veneers.
Yeah, no, I'm back. And he's just a champ.
Just don't commit any more crimes.
So did his teeth go into disarray because he was in prison? They don't do dental work there?
Yes, they do dental work in prison. They have to keep you alive.
No, but not veneers.
It's been 30-something years.
Wait a minute, he spent that much time?
Yeah.
And the first thing he wanted was veneers?
I know. Why didn't you go get a cell phone, my guy?
Oh, they got cell phones in jail.
Yeah, whatever. If I were to be released from jail, the first thing I would do is be like, oh my God, how am I going to orgasm tonight? Because the orgasms in jail are kind of weird. I would want a traditional one.
Tick-tock, clock's a joke, playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a rollercoaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over. Hoppe Hour is now over. Game over.